With those dry conditions across the state, as well as those fast and shifting winds, the state is bracing for those days of increased fire danger. Governor Laura Kelly today issued a state of disaster emergency as crews get set to battle any flames and smoke that may spring up. Let's check in now with KAKE's Nick Nelson, who's live in Hayesville after talking to firefighters about how they're getting ready. Nick?
Yeah, Deb, that declaration from the governor that you mentioned helps free up resources for agencies across the state to help them in their fights against any potential fires that may spring up. Sedgwick County firefighters here in Hayesville are also getting ready for the days ahead.
We're expecting some what we call critical fire weather with our wind conditions slowly increasing, and our humidity is going to drop tomorrow.
Sedgwick County Fire Battalion Chief Jeremy Whitney says conditions on Friday are poised to lead to extreme fire danger in the area. The department demonstrated how it uses this truck, known as a brush truck, which is an easier fire vehicle to use during wildfires on rough terrain.
We actually use it as a fast attack. A firefighter can get in that black cage that's behind the cab, and he can ride and actually fight the fire while we have one driver. It's quicker than walking the fire line.
Whitney says the two most important factors when it comes to fire danger is the humidity level and the wind. Not only the wind speed, but if the direction of the wind changes as the fire burns.
You get crews and try to get crews in front of that fire to stop it and slow it down, but then when the wind changes, everybody's got to relocate. And then you have a whole nother set of what we call exposures, potential exposures to have to deal with.
Whitney warns the public to avoid any outdoor activity that could spark a blaze. He also warns, though, that sometimes a fire starting can be out of the control of people.
Power lines are often a big trigger for a wildfire event. When they touch or smack together due to high winds, that often causes a spark. If that spark lands in the right spot, we could have some issues there.
And Whitney also warns that if you started any controlled burns over the past few days, to keep a close eye on that and continue to monitor that so that it doesn't spark into a wildfire. Live in Hayesville, Nick Nelson, KAKE News on your side.